I mean, you're used to your offense going so fast. When it comes to Baylor having a really slow offense, when it comes to Baylor having a really slow offense, how do you guys as a defense kind of adjust to that?
I mean, we just got to stick to our what we do. We can't really, every team in the Big 12 is kind of different. Typically a lot of them like to go fast. But Baylor, they're a little slower for Big 12's tempos, but we just got to stay with what we do and not let their tempo affect our tempo. We got to take over the game.
Brock, how's life going?
Good.
Off the field, everything good?
Great, except for I hit a deer last Monday. Yeah.
Mess up your car?
Cimarron Turnpike. Yeah, I totaled it.
Really?
Yep. Trying to get that figured out. But other than that, everything's great.
You got insurance, don't
Of course, you can't drive without it.
But you can drive without insuring your own car.
Yeah. You're
But
right.
no,
You're
I
right.
hope you have yours insured.
Yeah, it's all good.
When you look at what you're expecting out of Baylor on Saturday, do you expect them to copy some of the stuff you guys have seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, they'd not be very smart not to. I mean, anything that they've seen that has been successful against us this year so far, if they don't try to mimic those things, then I wouldn't say they're not very good coaches, but they are good coaches, so we kind of know that that's what they're going to do. And, we've put in our corrections over the weeks and try to put in some new wrinkles and stuff like that. So
Channeling, we talked at Big 12 Media Days because we were on the same field as last December in Arlington. How do you channel that?
channel the loss.
Channel the loss, the emotions from it, to get your best this Saturday.
I mean, I try not to be motivated by things that happened last year or out of my control. I played in that game last year, and I obviously had a little bit of control over it, but I can't really dwell on it. I try not to dwell on it. Like I've said many times before, it's kind of just come up as a topic of conversation over the last few months, and I try not to let a single event motivate me to play my best. I try to self-motivate. Think about the reason why I play football as my motivator. My family, my son, and all that stuff. So, girlfriend. So, those are the things that motivate me, not negative or positive things that happened in the past.
Some guys greatly prefer to play at home in front of their crowd. Some guys actually like to play on the road. Where are you on that, or does it matter?
I'm the road guy. Don't get me wrong, I love playing in front of our crowd. We have got one of the greatest crowds in, I think, all of college football. But I kind of like hearing the chippiness of away fans. Sometimes they take it overboard. Sometimes I feel like I play better on away stadiums. So I think I enjoy going into hostile territory and really feeding off that negative energy that they bring and kind of just making it my own.
This starts conference play. I mean, just the motivation you guys have to go out and try to win this league starts Saturday. Yeah. I mean, how important is this first one?
I mean, this is it'll set the tone for Big 12 play. I think, there's only 2 undefeated Big 12 teams right now, us and KU.
3.
TCU. So us, TCU, and KU, I'd like to stay in that group. Being undefeated is it's a major deal to make it, to the final goal of the playoffs, the national championship. So obviously that's something we want to do and we plan on doing this weekend. Just getting us started. We got to get it started this weekend.
So you said you're a road guy. Is there any particular road environment that's your favorite?
Just in the past, I've kind of enjoyed playing at West Virginia. Texas Tech's fun because they are a crowd that likes to take it overboard at times, but I feel like it's part of the game and just kind of take it and make it your own. OU's very interesting because they're kind of like our stadium. I mean, they're right on top of you, right behind you. So I mean, you can hear everything they're saying. They're not far away from you at all. So those are kind of my West Virginia, Texas, all of them. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy playing away games.
So is something you like because of all the heckling and kind of the motivation it gives you?
I wouldn't call it motivation. I mean, it's kind of just an extra feature of an away game that you don't really get at home games. It's kind of just something different.
Being the old guy in here, you know what to expect going down there to Waco. I mean, looks like it's going to be a fist fight on the screen.
Yeah, they have their 4 out of 5 starting O-linemen returning from last year. You know, we have a bunch of guys back that played last year and starters from last year on our D-line. So I think, you know, if we set the tone up front early in Saturday's game, that we got a good chance to control the ball game.
You embrace that challenge, knowing full well that could be the focal point?
I know full well it's probably going to be the focal point. Gundy's admitted it. He's talked to us about it. Coach Mason's talked to us about it. If we can control the trenches against our talented O-line, then we have a good chance of controlling the game and taking it over.
What do you see from Shapen this year maybe you didn't see last year?
Well, I mean, he played in 2-3 games last year, 4 games. So, I mean, we got some more film on him. He looks like he's a little bit more comfortable. You know, he's a tough kid. He's taken some licks and gotten up and came back in and played and thrown the ball like nothing happened to him. And, I think he's running a little bit more this year than what he did in those 4 games last year. But, you know, I personally think he's a throw first quarterback. You know, but he has the ability to run. He's a good runner. He's in a good system for him, and he's had a good season so far, but hopefully we can shut him down on Saturday and take over.
They give you a lot of different roast motion just to see if you'll move here or there. I would think with the veteran leadership up front, you won't take that candy.
Yeah, they're a big, you know, eye candy team. They try to get your eyes off your keys and take advantage of your own mistakes. So if we can keep from beating ourselves, I think we'll be all right on Saturday.
What do you tell some of these guys making their first road trip? You've made enough, you know what to expect. Some of these new guys don't.
Honestly, I haven't really talked to them about it yet. I mean, I'm sure that's something that we'll get into closer to the game on Saturday. I mean, before we go down there Thursday, it'll probably be a conversation about it, and Friday before we leave, we'll probably talk about it a little bit more. Just kind of give those young guys an idea, but I mean, I don't think it should be that big of an issue.
You know, a lot of talk about the motivation factor. I guess anything can motivate you. You specifically, the last game, still there?
I talked to Robert Allen about this already. Like I told him, I don't try not to let external factors motivate me. I try to motivate myself and my family, and just kind of stick to my why, like why I play football, why I love football, and I think I'm one of the very few people that actually love doing this, waking up at 6 a.m. every day and coming to do this. So that is my motivation. That not a lot of people get to live this life, and I'm one of the very few.